Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. You have no idea. I am here 365 days of the year. It would be terrible if I was here by myself every day. So thank you for being here. And I am here literally 365. I'm never not here. I show up. I just keep showing up. And I take your 12 political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in all caps in the chat. Anything in the chat in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. And other than that, please just type normally. And people have whole conversations and they're really supportive of each other. And it is a great community. So thank you, Paula. 2 and 16 are the same. Let me see. Bill Barr. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'll double check. I'll check on the questions as I go, though. I usually do 12 questions. At the moment, I've got 16 sitting in the description box, but there may be duplicates. So I'll see how many I can get through. I do try to do at least 12, depending on time. But anyway, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And boy, there's a lot there. Thank you, Snow Wolf. There is a lot going on. And it's like the tension's just ratcheting up every day on insurrectionists, on Trump, which is kind of saying the same thing, and it's just tensions rising higher and higher. But anyway, if you're watching this on replay, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out, and I timestamp them as I go, and I do that every day. So you're always welcome to come during the live. You've heard me a million times. I give people credit for their comments and we just share. But also, if you just want to come later, you can always go down the description box and have the political tarot buffet. A little bit of this, I'll have that, I'll have this. So anyway. All right. So Roland had a question the other day. Oh, wait, before I get to that. Lori Kettle, I do hope you feel better. Lori Kettle just had some chemotherapy, and bless. I do hope that your health just becomes wonderful, just gets better and better and better. Bless. Okay. So Roland had a question. I didn't get to it, but I'm getting to it now. Malcolm X. Oh man. And it's just I'm no expert on the life of Malcolm X, but just what I know about the way that the local Nation of Islam group turned against him, and then the government was against him, and after going to Mecca, and he really got rid of a lot of his own, he sort of unburdened his soul of his own hatred, and this became someone fighting for civil rights, and it's just, and then he was still assassinated, and it's just, and then the police, of course, there were all kind of people there undercover who that was never brought out, that was never talked about, that was never admitted to. So they weren't witnesses. The wrong people, it looks like, went to prison. I believe one just got out, Mr. Aziz, and he's filing against the state of New York. And the person they currently think actually fired the sawed-off shotgun passed away in 2018. It's sad. It is awful. When he was a kid, his house burnt down. His house burnt down. And they were crying for help, and the firefighters and the police who were there just stood there. His father was murdered. I mean, it's just how it is unconscionable. Racism is unconscionable. I am ashamed for my country. But anyway, Roland's question was, will they ever find the real murderers? Also, will Mr. Aziz, who was just exonerated for Malcolm X's murder, get the monies he's filing against the state of New York? All right. So, unfortunately, so many of the people they're thinking may have been the actual murderers. They're gone. Two and 13. Thank you. Thank you. It's very emotional. Page of Cups. Queen of Cups. World. This isn't facts. This is emotional, spiritual. Do better. Do better as a people. There has been some progress with racism, but we need to get to the point where it doesn't exist anymore. So, as far as the people who were wrongly convicted, accused and convicted, Frida Smith says, I'm thinking about that woman Rachel Maddow was talking about who got 6 years in prison. Yes. For casting a provisional ballot. Like, if this isn't the right thing, don't count it. So, and she gets 6 years in prison? Infuriating. Rastin Reed says, the amount of vitriol I see on posts just celebrating Black History Month is gross and unacceptable. I don't know what to say. Other than racism is stupid. Racism is bad. Fascism is bad. I don't know what to say other than that. But anyway, Mr. Aziz. It's more of an uphill battle than it should be. Dr. Storm says, you see the racism with Biden choosing a black woman on the Supreme Court. I'm sorry, Electra. I'm so tired. Racism really hurts and affects my health and sanity. I'm so sorry. There's no excuse for it. Queen of Pentacles. Mr. Aziz. Five of Cups. Hanged Man. Two of Swords. Five of Swords. Sun. I'm going to guess that he's older, because what I'm getting is his family possibly getting some money. That's what's in the collective energy, is his family getting money. This is just the sadness, bereavement, and this is his unlawful incarceration. It's a legal decision, the fact that it took so long to get him out. But there will be a better day. So, right, Linda Johnson, a woman gets 6 years for voting, and rioters that hurt police get 18 months. It's the hardest part of doing this is the pain that I can't do anything about. It ends well, ultimately. And things are slowly getting better, but this should not be an issue. That's the tiniest sliver of a silver lining. Tiniest little sliver of a silver lining is that racism is the problem is getting. It is better than it was 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. But boy, those are hard fought advances. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay. May we do better. Divine Spirit, maybe we do better. Okay. Linda Johnson says it's not fair at all, and yes, we can do something about it. Vote. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know me, I'm all for the voting. Electra Storm says the Republicans want to get rid of the advances, though. Well, then we need to vote out the Republicans. And they're panicking because that's what's happening. But anyway. Paula Stahl says it's not just against blacks. You should see what I get for being Native American. Sorry. All of our souls are pieces of the divine. We are all connected. We are all from the same source. And to draw down positive energy, we don't have to beg or anything. We just say, divine source. Fill the energy with the divine. Fill the world with divine energy. Higher and higher vibration. for kindness and health, for goodness, higher and higher vibration energy in us, in all of the world, until people realize that we are one. We have one source. We are in this together. Higher and higher vibration in the world, energetic vibration in the world for health and kindness, goodness, love. Thus. Okay. All right. So at 16 minutes, Be Kind had a question. It's 8:30. Be Kind was pointing out that conservatives are going after teachers now, trying to pass bills to sue teachers. $10,000, like the villains they are, for teaching anything that might upset their Christian children. Is this craziness ever going to end? In France, under German occupation, teachers, whole areas, they completely changed the syllabus. And they had to teach these French children from an early age about the greatness of Germany and how bad France was. And teachers tried to push back as much as they could, but Germany also sent supervisors and teachers and so it's like, oh, another part of the Nazi playbook. Check. Conservatives going after teachers now. Is this craziness going to end anytime soon? I understand there needs to be a balance between states' rights and federal rights. Balance of power. It's the basis of American government. Is supposed to be this balance of power. Nobody gets all the power. It's split. That's the point. But if you're going to be a state, and you're going to do stuff like that, if you do dumb stuff, you're obviously not doing so well with that power. Maybe there should be some federal standards. Worry. Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Good. This is all of this for this conservative agenda. All of this is bad. All of this is bad for them. More and more on the defensive, trying to fight back, to keep their narrow view of the world, their stupidity. Republicans becoming really, really chummy with the far right. more and more. And that's going to stop. It will stop. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while, but it will stop. I have been getting that it's at the moment it seems impossible to think that everything far right, Trump related, and Nazi-ish will once again be considered bad. But it's going to take time. I'm going to guess I have more than one viewer right now, but StreamYard is saying there's exactly one person watching. So I guess everyone in the chat doesn't count. And hello, my one viewer. It must be you. You must be my one viewer. Okay, Cat Shepherd, I'm good. How are you? Oh, Paula, I'm with you. Paula Stahl saying any racist should be forced to take a DNA test. Mm-hmm. Hello. Al Menzi saying, tell a teenager no, you can't. And watch them go do it. Ban a book, they'll find it and read it. Dave says, oh, we're at 308. Oh, great. StreamYard is telling me 2. Literally 2 people watching. Oh, that's it, Frida Smith. We're closing our eyes. That's it. That's why it's only registering 2. Everybody else they're typing without actually watching. Oh. Oh, Wrestling reads. When I was 19, I went to massage therapy school with this kind white woman. Said her dad was racist, but she never gave in and got kicked out because of it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Hello, Steve. Greetings from Toledo, Ohio. Greetings from Chicago, Illinois. I hope you are well. All right. Scott Conway saying 324 watching. Oh, look at that. Now it's 329. I guess everyone opened their eyes. Okay. At 23 minutes in. Okay. Now we're getting into we're back in the government. Okay. So, Bill Barr, the human potato, reports place Bill Barr closer to insurrection plans and put him under increased pressure to testify. Remember the video of Kamala Harris questioning him? Implied, suggested. That was awesome. Kevin says the book banning is awful, but it's selling a lot of books. I wish they would ban mine. You have to say, crazy things like we're all equal. And, all right, Bill Barr. Oh, wow, Renfield. I do not miss reading on you. Renfield's out on his own now. Are you going to have to testify? How closely involved were you before you finally put down your little spuddy foot? I don't normally, like in my daily life, I really don't make fun of people for what they look like. But if you're a fascist, I don't know. It just, if you've done everything you can to destroy democracy and, do all of this damage and you were bending and breaking every rule out there for the likes of orange want to be orange Führer. Yeah, I don't think I have to be nice to you anymore. just seems logical, doesn't it? He knows it's coming down. He knows it's all coming down. A lot of them are in denial. A lot of them are racing. But he actually, I'll give him this. He has the, at least, knowledge, ability to look at reality. I don't know. But he's just standing there while everyone's panicking and running. He's just like, nope, it's coming down. It's coming down. All right, so what are you going to do about it? Yes, apparently Chaney and Kinzinger were censored just after I came on. I think someone said in the chat. 6 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Ace of Wands. 10 of Cups. 9 of Wands. Oh, you thought you could do what you wanted. Victory. But all those things that were done and you were a part of are being gathered together. Something specific he did, where he enabled a lot of actions. And we're going to see all of it. And he, along with others, are going to be very much... It's a metaphor. It's not real. It's not actual, like actually what's going to happen. But I'm getting a picture of him and other people who were involved in this. Do you guys, in some countries, they have a bunch of defendants sitting together. It's what it feels like. I don't know that would literally, I'm not saying that will literally happen, but that's what this feels like. It's all going to come out. And he can try, to play word games like he did with Kamala Harris, but it's not going to work. And he will. Getting a mental image of him on ice, but like skating, but not like with skates on. You know, just with your flat shoes that don't have any treads. He's trying to skate around. That's the mental image I'm getting. Joanne Hall saying Michael Cohen is also suing Barr. Gretchen is saying, I've heard Barr's wife is really disappointed in him. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Helen. He famously said, history is written by the victors. Yup. So, Bill Barr, I see you skating back and forth. Yeah, the stuff that you could have said in the past that would have gotten you off to, it doesn't feel like it's going to work this time. This whole, oh, I did this great thing. See what a great patriot I am. Okay, we're done here. Bye. Oh, that's not going to work here. Action taken. Big action taken. It all swirls around this action. It's not a decision, it's an action. I don't know what that's about. Could be so many things. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, Justice card, 5 of Pentacles. I'd say you in danger, girl, but it's more like you in justice. We are going to be very pleased. All of these things will be laid out before a judge. And these people, Barr and others, they are not going to be in a good place. Not financially, not financially, politically, socially, out in the cold, abandoned, sick, poor. Tammy is saying Barr has a whole life full of karma coming after him. Yep. All right, so I don't think there's anything more in Barr. He's in trouble. Will he testify? I don't think he's gonna have a choice. Doesn't feel like he's gonna have a choice. He's testifying. Yep. Better lay it all out. Any ducking and dodging, it's gonna be nope. Nope. All I ask is this: Democrats. I ask the leaders, the people in the January 6th committee, people in the DOJ, whatever. All I ask of you is this: for the sake of our country, please grow a backbone. Please hold these people accountable. I beg you. That's all. 32. Sidney Powell. Trump came perilously close to carrying out Sidney Powell's bizarre plot to steal the election. What's going to happen to Sidney Powell? Did she ever settle in the Dominion thing, or is that still ongoing? I don't know if he's testifying yet or not. I just know he's not going to be able to duck and dodge as well as he thinks he is. So Sidney Powell. Anybody know? Did she settle with Dominion? Because they were suing her for like $1 billion or something. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sidney Powell. Where are you? Ah, the ego has landed. Boy, that woman is full of herself. Ooh. Oh, Menzies says Dominion will not settle. Electrostorm says still going on Dominion, and Powell lawsuit still ongoing. Thank you, guys. And Frida Smith, thank you. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't, it does not look, that's not good. That's the card for the reading. It's all 10 legal swords in someone's metaphorical back. Three of Wands, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Death card, Sidney Powell. Oh, that's gonna hurt. She put out all kind of stuff to steal the election. That's what this, entertainment only, but that's what this is saying. All these ideas, stirring out all these far-right, fascist, anti-democratic ideas to steal the election. Didn't work. And she has got all kinds of death and judgment in her, not literal death, but final judgments of major arcana epic proportions coming for her. Yeah. That is stubbing your toe compared to this. And this is what's actually coming for her. Oh, one right under that is going to prison. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, she's got, Sidney Powell has big problems coming. And in my personal opinion, good. All right. Good morning, Irma. You are a child of the 30s. I am 1944 to be exact. Very cool. Actually, I think I was at least she was a child of about around 1900. So, anyway. Oh, right. 36. Josh Hawley. I was going to read on this yesterday, but I just ran out of energy. All right. Josh Hawley. Okay. Psaki accuses Hawley of parroting Russian talking points. Excuse me. So what's going to happen? Okay, I have two questions about Josh Hawley. One, what's going to happen to him? But two, there's three cards. Is he parroting Russian talking points on purpose? Does he have really close ties to Russian money? Russian go say this? Josh Hawley, Russia. Yes, you are an idiot. And you followed an idiot. And you want the idiot's position. I always got that he wanted to be the next Trump. Greta, yes and yes. Carol's asking, isn't his wife Russian? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Are we having... I wonder... Sorry, I'm going to stop because the video has been jumping, or has been... The video part has been freezing recently. Let me see if I can quickly do something about that. That was something I was going to try. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I'm trying to remove a program, and I'm hoping that helps. It's going to take time. Anyway, Josh Hawley. Actually, this is more like 38. All right. So, Psaki accused what? Sorry, it was telling me. Okay. Sorry, I was having some technical issues. Okay, it's trying to uninstall that program. All right, so is it Jen Psaki, the press secretary, Biden's press secretary? Oh, good. It's been good today. Good. She said that Psaki accuses Hawley of parroting Russian talking points. So I'm trying to figure out, is it just, oh, well, let's, that sounds good, so I'll repeat it because I heard it, or is it more nefarious than that? Like, hey, here is some money, He is a fool, and I always got that he wanted to take over Trump's position. He always wanted to become the, when Trump was gone, he wanted to just move right into that position of power. Yeah, there's plenty of room in the cesspit. You seem pretty comfortable there anyway. Donna Belvin saying Carol Cawthorn's wife is Russian. High Priestess. Judgment. King of Cups. It's Biden. Or it's Biden. No, it is a Democrat. It's one man. It's either Biden or it is someone who. Is it possible someone could win Hawley's seat next time he runs? I don't know where. I can't remember. I should remember, but there are so many people. I read on so many of these. There are so many. There's so many characters involved in this story. Let's put it that way. I can't always keep all the details straight about all of them. But judgment about secrets. It's coming for Hawley. Yep. So, what's going to happen to Josh Hawley? Surprise, he has self-esteem issues. He's desperate to, even despite where he is, he's desperate to be like the next Trump or something because he feels very small. He feels very small inside. Kevin Brazil says he beat Claire McCaskill in Missouri. Oh, Missouri, what were you thinking? You could have Claire McCaskill or Josh Hawley, and you chose Josh Hawley? Oh my gosh. No. Greta says it looks like Josh Hawley's wife is also a lawyer who is supported by the Federalist Society. Lovely. Oh, yuck. What can happen to you? I get it. He's more like sitting forward in his seat and he's like watching. He's like his legs are, your legs are kind of bouncing up and down. And he's watching everything. Like, where can I get in? How can I do? What's going on? What can I? He's not able to relax. He's desperate to matter, to be important, to it's this energy, and it's like, will you please calm down? Calm down. Jeez. So what's going to happen to him? Kevin Brazil, ungrounded. He's all up in his head. But you don't get that kind of thinking without it being emotionally driven. Fruits of labor. Running. It's not enough. It feels like it's not enough. I need more. Go further. Jeez. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. He's afraid he's going to blend in to the Democrats, even in the far right. He's just blending in. He's not raising enough money. It's Trump who's raising huge amounts of money. It's Taylor Greene who's raising huge amounts of money. He doesn't have enough money. He doesn't have enough influence. Blah 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 blah. I'm just one of these. I'm not standing out. I need to stand out. I need to. And of course, they want to talk to me. But I need. Jeez, dude. Decaf. Breathe. Good grief. So, okay, that's how you feel. But what is going to happen? Right, because there is a question here. Next, are Congresspeople going to be ousted? Number 5 is Republicans in Congress were in on Trump's coup plot. There's a link here. That's what's saying in the news. And then Mitch McConnell. We're going to read on Mitch McConnell. He, quote unquote, wants the dirty truth told, unquote, about January 6th because he wants Trump out of the GOP. So, what's going to happen to you, Josh Hawley? Sheila R says, "Oh my gosh, it's really sad." But Josh Hawley, he's like a kid. And if he just pushes hard enough and runs hard enough but you're not a kid, and you gave a big fist up to a group of people who were trying to overthrow our democracy and who attacked the Capitol building. Glenna Miles says Hawley and his wife started a new podcast to support their faith and family. Very religious. It appears she worked for Justice Roberts at one time. Thank you. His energy is a mess. I'm getting so much jittery energy off this guy, and I don't know if it's necessary. I'm not saying he's like on something. It's just some people are just like that, and they're so desperate inside that they just, or I don't know. I don't know. Page of Cups. Yes. Yeah, babe says the plot sickens. Glenna Miles says, is he hiding a secret life? All right. Page of Cups. Oh, those weak, wussy Democrats. I'm so much better than them. Oh, and he's very much about the who's better. Common ground, forget it. Riptide. He's gonna get pulled right under. The investigation. No, I'm better than them. I'm better than that. No. It's all gonna come out, and he gets pulled. It's not just with the others. I'm getting pulled under for what he did. Obviously not literally, but what were you up to, Josh? Do you have a secret life? Glenna is asked, did you have a secret life, Josh Hawley? I don't know that he needs to. I mean, if you're with a particular kind of person, maybe you don't need to have a secret life. Maybe she knows all about it. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. Justice. Ace of Wands. That's gonna hurt. Legal swords and the metaphorical back for a big action taken out in the cold. Doesn't look good for him, but it's hard. It is hard to really get a sense of the energy through his own jittery, desperate nature. Have a great day, Disrat. You could have had Claire McCaskill. And you chose Josh Hawley instead? Really? Really? Don Gubb says that 10 of Swords is getting work today. It is, isn't it? In the judgment card. Oh, yeah. Okay. We are at 50. All right. How many Congresspeople? Republicans in Congress were in on Trump's coup plot, according to this article. I didn't get a chance to go look at it. What is this? Where is this article from? And thank you, Kristen, for these great headlines. Thank you. Okay, so in from the Raw Story, in rawstory.com. As I'm shuffling, I will read. 2.5 years ago, special counsel Robert Mueller submitted his report in which he declared that Donald Trump did not engage in a criminal conspiracy with agents of the Russian government who had interfered in the 2016 election on his behalf. Numerous members of Trump's campaign were indicted on various related and unrelated charges, but the special prosecutors were never able to gather enough evidence of a conspiracy. While Trump had behaved in extremely suspicious ways, investigators simply couldn't prove that he knew what the Russian government was doing. He went on to spend his entire term committing overt acts of corruption, combining his business with his duties, openly defying all ethical restrictions, blatantly obstructed justice many times, and was impeached for abusing his power twice. Don't forget that. Blah, 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 blah. There were many people aware of what Trump and his co-conspirators were doing, yet none of them sounded the alarm. Dangling pardons to insurrectionists, summoning mob to the streets. Okay, and that's just a recap. So there's nothing, I don't know that there's anything specific. Let's just, will people be held accountable? Oh, and Stephen Miller's crawled out from under his rock. That's literally the headline. Yeah. So anyway, Congresspeople. Criminal charges. Three of Cups. Well, that's us being happier. Five of Cups. King of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Ace of Wands. They've been happily trying to just attack Biden over here. This is just lower arcana. Kick over all of everything Biden does. Kick all what the Democrats are doing. You know, the normal kind of political stuff. But the wheel has turned right up against justice, major arcana, and it's all coming down to this action. I'm going to guess this is overturning the election because this Ace of Wands keeps coming up over and over again. This one big action. And gosh, I may have done something illegal. Am I going to have to be accountable for it? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm getting, all right, 55. Mitch McConnell. Oh, I have not missed you. I've not missed reading on you at all. All right, but Mitch McConnell wants the dirty truth told about January 6th because he wants Trump out of the GOP. And you think Trump's going to go quietly. You think Trump isn't going to try to bring down every person who doesn't support him. So, Mitchie, are you going to get Donald Trump out of his current position of power without it biting you? As evolved as always. You know that meme out there where someone's saying growth? That does not apply to Mitch McConnell at all. He is still the same narrow-minded, I know everything, I am right. Look at me, I have power, I am the greatest. Everyone will bend to my will, my will. Yeah, Al Menzi, it would have been nice if Mitchie hadn't enabled the menace for so long. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Breaking news from New York. Mel Broussard has brought us New York Times saying the Republican Party on Friday officially declared the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol and events that led to it, quote, legitimate political discourse, unquote. Right. Star. Mitch. Trump was on television. I've always, I haven't talked about it here probably, but I've said for a long time that, if there's a celebrity out there, if they're an actor or a musician or, what have you, and, it's like, ooh, that person's attractive. They better be considering the amount of money they're spending, how many people they have around them whose whole purpose is to make them look good, even if it's a lie. It's like, they better look good because otherwise someone's not doing their job. And Trump had that. He wasn't a great businessman, but was it NBC? It's like, oh, okay, here, we will make you look big and important. Mitch has never had that. He's been in the news, but he's never had all of that. He's not the star. But he thinks he has the real power. Really? That's why you want to get rid of Trump, huh? Because you've got the power. Because that's the thing. You don't have the power to get rid of Trump. And you enabled him. In other words, you're pathetic and he really has the power. There he is. There's the man. This is a decision. This would be his minions in Congress who are kind of driving Mitch crazy. He really wants the Republicans, certainly the senators who were involved with Trump, to be quiet. Stop talking. Keep your head down. Election day is coming. And the more every day that all of this stuff is in the news, is more votes that are going to go toward the Democrats. And Mitchie stays out of power. Oh, well. I thought that The Apprentice was on NBC, but... Arthur will be. Yes. Tuxedo Cat says, at the same time the GOP censures Kinzinger and Chaney, Let's have a look at that. I think that needs to move in. I know, lots of questions today. 1 hour and a bit in. Oh, so many things to read on. So little time. Censure. Chaney and Kinzinger. So what is going to be the outcome? Because the censure they got, but I saw somewhere, I don't know the details. I haven't had a chance to see Cash Peter's latest video, but I will. Pamela Bryant says autumn, February 20th, 2022 is coming. That's true. But my understanding is this, it's actually 101. The censure of Chaney and Kinzinger says that basically like nobody can work with them, or I can't remember exactly what it means, but it actually has some effect. So Chaney, Kinzinger, what effect is the censure going to have on Chaney and Kinzinger? What effect is the censure going to have on Chaney? Ooh, she's mad. Well, I'm glad she's on our side for right now. But anyway, our side of the truth, which is our side. So yeah. Kinzinger, what effect is censure going to have on you? It does. I could be, of course, I could be wrong. It doesn't feel like his political career is going to be as long as hers. But Betty Harper says they couldn't be on any committees. Well, they're on one right now. That's the one that counts. Oh, the Kings of Pentacles. Ooh. All right, Chaney, how's censure going to affect you? You should have refused to work with the Democrats. You're putting the far right on the defensive. And she's like, give me that. It's like, but we've been fighting. And she's just like, give me that far right garbage. Big toothpick, I'll clean my teeth with it. And then with you. She is having none of it. They can say what they want. They can do what they want. She's done. And let me tell you, this steel apple didn't fall too far from that steel tree. Seriously, she's going to have these guys. Yeah. Kinzinger. Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Cups. He's doing the right thing. He's certainly risen to greater prominence than he had before. The smears against him are going to stick more. You know, the Republicans, they love authoritarians. They love strong men and strong women and obnoxious, I'm not going to listen to reason, I'm right, bullies. They love that. The far right loves that. Chaney's got that. Kinzinger doesn't. Not to the same extent. So, I wonder if that's him having trouble raising money. Betty Harper says Kinzinger is looking really beaten down. We need to be holding him up. At least through this, yeah. Arthur Volpe says, without Senator Lujan available due to his stroke, the budget arguments are not going to be adopted. The cards don't lie. Kristen has some news from CNN. Trump and Jim Jordan spoke for 10 minutes on the morning of January 6th. Oh, he's not running again. And what is this? Is this someone new taking over the seat? Wasn't he redistricted out of a job? King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Strength. I guess he just goes into the private sector. I'm not even, does his district even exist as of the end of the year? But Chaney, it's like you've put her in a furnace, but she's made of the strongest metals, where she's just like red hot and she's just still like wow, okay. Yeah, his district, it's been redistricted. He's from Illinois. Yeah. Okay. All right, so what's next? 107. Mitch's wife. Will Elaine Chao be investigated? Huh. She's got a weird pain right on my cheekbone. It's odd. I'm fine. Or she's okay. Yes, Kristen. Actually, I love how you actually put it together. The Republican Party just voted to declare the violent January 6th insurrection legitimate political discourse and voted to censure Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger for persecuting ordinary citizens. Sit down. Not you. You're great. Them. Sit down. Please. Jane says Cheney is entitled because she has the old Republican guard behind her, but Kinzinger doesn't have that luxury. M. Kelpie says Mayor Pete should be able to get into that. So, Elaine Chao. I'm asking if she's going to be investigated. I'm not going to ask if she's going to be held accountable, because every time I've ever asked that question, I get a "see ya, suckers," gone. So, Elaine Chao will be investigated. Bandwidth. It's like there is there's actually energetic bandwidth. It's like does the dial turn that far to get to the well, we know that she funneled a lot of stuff to Kentucky. That's been in the news. That's what the news has been saying. McCarthy got a subpoena. Oh, is that new? So 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords. Elaine Chao, huh? There's some worry here, but it feels like everything's just kind of beneath her. Everything's just all kind of trouble. She just floats above it. At the Volpe says Secretary Pete is checking into the office just for Kentucky. Jane says she funneled a lot of stuff to her family's business in China. Okay. Deanne, Shield Maiden Tarot. Hello. Elaine Chao. So, anything serious or? Whatever happens, there's suddenly a suspension. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups. That's the card of investigators. Everything that we can, so we can see what happened. Eventually, I think we're going to see basically everything that happened during the Trump era. It's going to be, I mean, seriously, they're going to be entire Canadian forests, knocked down to make all the books for all the, not just the people who were involved trying to write their autobiographies, please, but what was Elaine Chao doing? What was this person doing? What was that person doing? What was this person doing? It's going to go on and on and on. But this, we'll see it. But all this investigating and stuff, I really, really just get very clearly. If it gets too hot, see ya, suckers. Terry says suspension of her passport. I don't know. True, Kevin. Nothing money can't fix for Elaine. Mm-hmm. Jolene says, can we just go back to the good old days when we had disagreements about the deficit and military spending? Yeah. Things are definitely turning against her, but she doesn't have to put up with it. Alas. They want to, she may have done something and they want to question her. They want to hem her in, but this feels like it's, maybe we hear like one thing, but then we don't hear anything else because she's just, we can't get near her. No, I did not. Deanne, I did not see Marjorie Trader Green laughing at the town hall meeting when some guy threatened, to make the White House go boom. She laughed and said he should work with her. Okay. Everybody trying to hold these people accountable. Could you do me a favor and just kind of move it along? $114. Oh, I've already looked at that. Hippie Sue is asking about Hope Hicks. It's 114. Hope Hicks has been working with the January 6th committee behind closed doors. She dropped off the face of the earth a while back. I thought they did talk to her, didn't they? Wheezy Squeeze Box, hello, is saying when your father owns a shipping company, passports don't matter. Semper says, I didn't see that, but did see her having a near psychotic break on Alex Jones a couple of days ago. So we're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Deanne said, yep, and he said he wanted to build a fence around the White House and lock Nancy Pelosi in. She thought that was hilarious. Helen says, AKA Mrs. Orange Fiora number 4. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's not trophy like enough, and she's mouthy, and yeah. Oh boy. Hope Hicks. I think she already talked to the committee. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn Hope Hicks. Unfortunately, all the stories about her steaming Trump's pants really don't do justice to how much access she had. And she was one of the people given plum jobs when Trump left, that then Biden had to go through and crowbar each of these people out of their positions, like Kellyanne Conway. Hope Hicks has taken the fifth, says Atha Volpe. That would, yeah. Ooh, that's a prosecutor. Yep, that's people asking questions. It could be the committee. It could be an actual criminal prosecutor. We don't know. 6 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, Chariots, and Ace of Pentacles. I'm a small fry, but you were there as a witness to this. Everything legally went quiet for a while, but things will start moving forward, and she's going to either get a payoff or she's going to get some kind of plum job somewhere. Really? You're not going to talk to the committee? You're 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Not answering questions, having communications. Maybe they were able to get hold of her communications. She does feel like fairly small fry. And her energy is really just full of young woman looking for, I don't know if she's in a relationship, but young woman looking for, let's say, love in all the wrong places to fill issues she has. But who knows? Maybe she got married. I don't know. But her energy doesn't seem like it's grown very much. 10 of Cups. We're going to see what happened. Atha Volpe says Hicks was questioned in the Mueller report. Since then, she was given absolute immunity by the White House. They have to take her to court to get it rescinded. Oh, boy. Thank you. Empress, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, 6 of King of Daddy. Yeah, I'm walking away from that energy. She's just, let's just say she's another one who hasn't exactly grown as a person. Hello, Linda. Yoy. Yuck. All right. Her energy's all, yeah, what I just said, daddy. Ew. She's got issues. I'm not going to try to pretend I don't have any issues, but she's got subscriptions to issues. At least I cancel some of my subscription. I've canceled my subscriptions. Let's put it that way. At least I've done that much. Where it's like, I'm just not going there right now. Oh, thank you, Moranchi. Yes, I know I've been saying this for a long time, but I designed these tarot cards. And I made this. And I will be offering merch sometime this year. I will. And cards and all kind of stuff. And the rest of my novel will be coming out by the end of the month. And yeah, all kind of stuff. But anyway. Oh, yeah, Helen. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Hope Hicks's love life is a saga. 122. This, I saw Kristen was kind enough to, bring this headline, but I don't quite understand it. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so Ron DeSantis working behind the scenes with Clarence Thomas and his wife? What is this about? Ron DeSantis. Let's both look at this, shall we? Irma, is there a journal and planner in the works? Why? Why? Funny you should say that. Yes, there is. Oh boy, Linda, I'm only one state away from you. Oh, cool. Share screen. So what's going on here? Make sure you guys can see this. Yeah. Here, I'll get rid of this for a moment. Let's do it this way. Okay. According to a report from Politico, DeSantis has developed a relationship with Clarence Thomas and his activist wife, Ginny. Blah, 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 blah. Emails handed over to American Oversight, a group that bills itself as a government watchdog, suggest that DeSantis is in regular contact with Clarence Thomas. The report goes on to note Ginny Thomas has bragged about her relationship with the potential GOP presidential nominee. I'm not seeing I don't know what to read on there. So, okay. Linda McMurtry says, I got the ritual planner, WRI, like writing ritual planner this year. I love it. I'd love to see Autumn's. Pamela Bryant says, oh my gosh, as you read, I suddenly had this dreadful feeling, deep, thick clouds. About what? Let me know, please. All right, well, I'm not seeing much there. But, okay, 125.30. Erica L was asking, will Clarence Thomas leave the Supreme Court during the Biden administration? Okay, let's get that. Clarence Thomas. Will you pack up your stuff and leave office during the Biden administration? Well, let's just say right now he has no plans to. Pamela Bryan, about Ginny Thomas and DeSantis. Well, Clarence Thomas. I don't know. Clarence Thomas, we leave the Supreme Court during the Biden administration. To get out of my opinion, try to go into the energy, bring down some positive energy. Clarence Thomas stepped down. The Biden administration. His wife has put him in a bit of a bind. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Autumn is the planner queen. Go to Book Our Media Writing Group to experience the full effect. I was going to say, if anybody's interested in planners and things, they should come this afternoon because I've got questions about what people want in their planners. But anyway, conflict of interest. Oh, yeah. Justice. Moon. All right, you're already causing problems. Knight of Swords. Queen of Cups. Devil. Conflicts. Conflict of interest. This is the more liberal. This is a liberal justice pointing out the conflicts, speaking out about the conflicts. Democrats speaking out the conflict, but this feels like someone on the liberal side of the court speaking out. I don't know if it's Sotomayor or if it's going to be the new woman, but just like, oh no, I'm speaking out. See, that's the thing. It isn't even what he's done so far. He's emboldened to do whatever he wants. That's where these people get into trouble. Oh, yeah, Shield Maiden Tarot. I wish I was as organized as I know you are. Your room is so pretty and neat. I'm always a hot mess. Well, you can only see so much. You don't always see everything, but no, I do actually spend a lot of time and energy organizing and reorganizing because I don't have much space. Strength. That was Boo Boo doing that shake thing that they do. There's definitely some conflicts of interest coming up. It's going to be an issue. I don't have him stepping down, but I've got major conflicts, and that's as far as I can get. Linda Johnson says David Johns saw Thomas and Gorsuch and Amy Barrett leaving. Yes, please. Can we do that? Please. Extra, please, with oh please on top. All right. My 12th question will be 130. Nuclear Magenta. I love that name. I know. I keep saying it, but it's true. It's the black and orange channel. I like the different colors and and that's just so. It's so evocative. It's so you really get a mental image. Nuclear Magenta. It's like, oof, that's amazing. Yes, Almanzi, with whipped cream and a cherry, please. Please. David Johnson. I knew who you meant. Linda, no worries. Yeah. So, will the Supreme Court have a left-leaning, a liberal majority in my lifetime? And she specifically said, my lifetime, your lifetime, I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, we have a left-leaning Supreme Court in my lifetime. Hermit. Hermit? Well, that is looking at things carefully. Okay. King of Pentacles. Four of Cups. King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Yes. But not tomorrow. Almenzi says, I would take equal and fair. Shockwave 43 saying Urquhart and Abbott are scared, nervous when talking about to the media. Greed is not winterized. Well, we know that. But there was something else up here. Kristen has a news. Journalists are shocked by the RNC suggesting the January 6 attack was legitimate political discourse. Quote, incredibly dark. It is dark. And it will happen again if they don't do something. It will. The court will go, but it's going to be younger people, and it's going to take a while, but it'll happen. Okay, we have to get past this idiot. We have to get rid of this. We need to get rid of that. And things will get better because there are good days ahead. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. But I will be back tomorrow. I am here 365 days of the year. You cannot get rid of me, try as you might. And it is 1:49 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I will be over on the Book Art Media YouTube channel. The link is in the description. We do 4 creative sprints every day. We bring our own creative projects. Can be anything. Knitting, crocheting, drawing, writing, planning, planners, whatever you create, anything. Just a good way to get some creative time in your schedule. And also in the 3 minutes between the sprints, we just encourage each other. So I get a lot more done with that going on, as opposed to, I'll get to it, I'll work on it later. I feel like sitting in the great chair of happiness. It's like, no, let's actually work on something, and later we'll sit in the great chair of happiness. That's what that is. So you're always welcome. And today I would actually like to ask some people questions about what they want in their planners and journals and things. So if you have opinions, I really would appreciate hearing them. So Book Art Media today at 4 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. So other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, and I will take more of your questions then. Have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. And remember, there are good days ahead. There are. All right. We'll see them together.